Hey, it's Debbie here, aka Judy Toolbelt. I'm here with my nephew Douglas.
Hello.
And he came up with a very cool idea.
We're going to be making Charles Petrescu from Brian and Charles. This is going to be the prototype of the legs that we're going to be doing. And we'll be showing you the step-by-step processes that we've been doing to make him.
Yes, it'll be movable, so you'll have, this is the hip, the knee, and the ankle. So
we'll have a flat base to go inside of his shoes. And then it'll have these joints that are movable. And she did some elastic there to allow the knee to bend. And once you get it to where you want, you can tighten them and it'll hold its place.
it should be pretty cool. So we're going to get on it and we will see you after a while. Douglas and I got pretty tired last night to finish filming our final product, but as you can see, we've got Charles's legs complete, and next to him is the original prototype with the 3 joints. And so with the legs, we used 1 2x4 cut in half. So the total height with the joints go to 49 inches from the bottom of the board to the bottom of his shoes. And with these, using the 2x4s, we had 3-inch bolts that we had to countersink with the wing nuts in order to make them fit. And they didn't quite tighten down by hand very well, so I went and got 4-inch bolts with larger wing nuts, a larger diameter, to see if that would tighten better. And then I found just by using a pair of pliers, the smaller ones work just as well. So anyways, he's got his hip joints, his knee joints, and his ankle joints for mobility. And behind the knee joints, you can see they were cut at a 90-degree angle, so then when those bolts are loosened up, they bend down so he can sit down. And I put a little brace bar in there. And so on top will be the torso, which is the main part of it will be made out of 2 plastic milk crates, so they'll tie right to that. And so final product will be a 7-foot cabbage-loving robot named Charles Petrescu. On to the next project. I wanted to add one more thing. In his shoes, we cut a piece of wood to form to the shoes, like on the prototype, and we just screwed that into the bottom of the board to help hold the shoes stronger, but it's still not enough to hold him. It holds him standing up, but with wind, like I said, he'll still need some stability with some kind of pole. But that'll be in a later video. I'm taking Charles's legs over to Douglas's. And oh my God, my neighbors are going to think I threw Jim in the back trunk.
Hello. So we've been working on his torso and his head. Debbie found some Harry Potter glasses, and we found a light, and this eyeball is actually from a light set, so she broke that in half and turning out pretty good. And then it has a light switch so you can turn the blue on his eye. So we got this pretty much done. We found this mask at the Spirit Halloween store. And then we cut some of his hair back, and we had to paint a little bit of it. His lip's still looking a little off, but she got some glue and kind of molded it. We put some old cloth in there to help fill this out, and then we got a styrofoam head at Michael's to kind of fill it in more. And then this has a hole in it. We just found that. I was worried it was going to break out and the foam might break, but what we're thinking now is that we can put a dowel in there and that'll let his head turn.
Yeah, and then we're going to use the milk crates for his torso, which will set on the legs that were in the video the other day. So, but that's what we're working on today, and we're going to also work on his arms. So we'll probably give you an update after we get some of this done, as we figure out how to do it. All right. Okay, we're about done for today, but we got his head working. We put a pole in through the crate, and it can be turned or even raised, like in the movie. And then we did some joints here with some PVC pipe and some wood that I had, some dowels. And so these joints here can turn back and forth like this. And these joints, what we did is used a, what's that called, Douglas?
PVC pipe.
PVC pipe and a heat gun, is that what that's called? Heat gun, and we just, Douglas heated this up, and then we pinched the two pieces here and rounded them off and put a bolt in there, and we got a nice bend here for his arms. And once we get his clothes and everything on, this will be on top of another milk carton or milk crate. And so anyways, we're getting there, and we're getting close to being done where we put them all together, but just wanted to give you an update.
She got these LED lights too for his eyes. They're like shorting out. I think it might be the batteries inside of them, because this one wasn't turning on. I traded them out, but they seem to be pretty cheap.
Yeah.
I might try the O-light inside of it, see what that does, or if that looks close.
Yeah, well, they were only through Walmart for two of them, $5.99. So we thought we'd try them, but I'm gonna go order some more batteries and see if maybe the batteries are just, maybe they're just draining.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Well, here's where we stand this morning. Today is September 26, 2024, and Halloween is coming up fairly close, so we need to get him done. But after we got the joints done last night, we called it an evening, and I had to go over to Lowe's to get a couple other things. And I found these 3-inch flexible pipes. I believe they normally go on dryers, but I've always seen them at 4-inch, but I thought, man, this is going to work perfect. to go over the PVC pipe that we did for the joints. This way we were trying to figure out how we could maybe build up his arms, and he's going to be outside, so we didn't want to use stuffing that would get wet and damp. So anyways, this is going to work perfect. It's adjustable. It actually holds his joints better. And we're just going to attach these with some tie wraps. We're trying to make it so we can take him apart very easily and store him away without a lot of space. Hopefully we can get most of them right in this crate when we're done for the seasons, and hopefully he'll come over here for Christmas and be one of my decorations that I have out. I'd like to have him come visit Christmas. So anyways, these were for 8 foot. This was $14. We're trying to build everything out of junk, just like in the movie. But sometimes you find just what you need and you gotta pay a little bit extra for it. So I think it's worth it, and we're probably gonna get the 4-inch round diameter to do his legs. That way that'll give him some thickness with his pants, so when it rains, his pants won't just drench down and he'll look like a skeleton. So that'll help fill him out too. So until next time. I forgot to mention about his eye light. I did take the ones that weren't working back to Walmart, and I got a new set. These seem to be working, and I was incorrect about the price. They are actually $4.99 for a set of 2. And when they're working right, it's a very good value. I did find out that to get the replacement batteries, they're about $11. So you just buy new lights with new batteries for $4.99. So doesn't make any sense, but maybe I can find them cheaper on Amazon. But anyways, here is the box of what they are. So as long as they work properly, they're perfect for this application. And I just wanted to also mention that Olight, which is Douglas's father, Tom, his favorite place to buy flashlights and lights. They do have one that would work. It does the multiple colors. I'm not sure if it has a remote, but they are $14.99, but they are rechargeable. So if you need a light, a small light like this, you can try out the Walmart brand or go to Olight and see if that one works better for you. So that's it for now. This is so far working pretty good if I hit the off button. Okay, today's the day, October 2nd, 2024. It's the day we're going to bring Charles to life. What do you think, Douglas?
Looking a little rough now, but he'll look better in a few minutes.
Okay. We're just trying to decide where he'd like to stand while he visits us during Halloween. All right, we got him standing. I guess we're starting here. It's hot outside. So we're done for this afternoon. We'll see if he wants to be in other positions later. trying to videotape Charles's legs. Look who showed up. Hi, Jim. I also wanted to show you the tools I used. I used my circular saw here, which worked really nice. And not too bad. Jigsaw drill. Here are the screws, the 3-inch screws I used on the hips and the knees. And then the 4-inch screws I used down on the feet, the ankles. But just pretty much basic tools, nothing special. So it was a fun project doing his legs. So it's going to be exciting doing the top half of him. So anyways, on to the next section.